Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rockney built, Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
What are you doing? Why are you going to get hurt? Huh? You ain't doing shit. You better go lay down. Good girl.
Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks offense will take the first swing of the game. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
A magician on the option, in keeping with the great Oregon quarterbacks who sort of defined that era of read option football.
Isn't that cool? When you think about Oregon football and you think about their offense, you always think about a trigger man that can run, a trigger man that can be a big-time playmaker. So this is one of those schools that you always know whoever's there, they're going to find a way to maximize that talent.
And the blitz gets to him just like that.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front seven. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for this team.
The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. He'll throw it. Caught near the sideline. It's Jones. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right.
What up?
Notre
Just
Dame ready
playing
to
this
go with
college
another
game
first down.
before in a different league before I have to play my national championship.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Slings it downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What are you
After the
playing?
quarterback and receiver
Call of
fail to
Duty.
hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Quick handoff. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Do what?
At the 29, defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking for room at the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team, you get a guy like this that you can hand the football and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Inside the 15. Nothing but green ahead. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just goes to the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
He's looking to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised.
What's up, bud?
And it showed up with the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They go right back to it. Bulls his way forward. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Ducks want to move quickly. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Scanning the field, it's Morris. Might be looking to run. He's going to take off. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4.
The Ducks will call on their punt team. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. And they're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads.
Oh, my son just called me.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
What, Matt?
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Nice run there. Doesn't it just
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like
That's one of the fucking
see that too?
most epic maps of all time. What are you talking about? You remember this map?
Always seem to have
What the fuck?
is big uglies up front, guys pushing the pile, NFL talent on this offensive line, just having their way, making life easy for
The expressway is wide open. Slippery slide. Find his way. Ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Off-play action on first down. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. How about these two running games so far?
I won't even be on Call of Duty.
As we look at the first quarter stats.
I'll be on. Who?
Just about
Your sister?
getting started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex.
Which one's your sister?
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
I know.
Looking to throw, it's Morris. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Turns it loose. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They'll leave it with him. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Flushed out of the pocket. That's it fly. Got him downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Ducks in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Trying to get to it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football. And we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Off play action. Now improvising. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Grabbed behind the line. It's Galladay. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to. And
hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And once he got loose, it was all over. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep throwing to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Forced out of the pocket. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Takes it from the gun on third down. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
The aerial assault continues. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about... But only the receiver could get it. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover. But, man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
Demon at work.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find
Bobby at work.
draw a little closer.
Oh.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Morris. They're trying to get to it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. 1st down here for the offense. The snap sets up the throw. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes. So you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They're working on 2nd and 5 from the 25. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Makes the catch at the 35. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. going to take a shot at this DB. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Comes out throwing on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A first down for the offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll put the tight end in motion. He'll run it again. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll get rid of it. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. With jet sweep pass. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just
Potato, potato.
Tomato,
tomato.
This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Running to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the punishment has been extended.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going?
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Here come the Irish back on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Makes a man miss. He now has 108 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. They'll give it to the back. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
And not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The offense set for a 1st down play. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. From the gun, to give, looking for room. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Makes the grab on the right. Running toward the tape. Inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oregon.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 86-yard touchdown pass. After that last score, the lead still at 19. Pretty big deficit as they are set to kick off. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got
a lot of running room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
Here's the handoff. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Movement here from the tight end. Leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They'll go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
What?
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down.
A shot toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes a grab enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Dances away to buy time. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. They get to him as he throws. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The give as they work on that clock. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Still on his feet at the 40. Lowers those pads. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season.
Insane in the membrane.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Gets away from one, finds some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge all week long. They knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.